For our next story, we cross over to the Jamhuri Park, which is playing host to the Nairobi International Trade Fair. And my colleague Benson Rioba is currently on standby to tell us more in regards to the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission strategic plan. Let's cross over to the Jamhuri Stadium.
Thank you very much, John Joy from the Broadcasting House. We are coming to you live from the Agriculture Show here. This is a week-long event and will be stationed here throughout the remaining 4 days. Now, the show has attracted over 500 participants, and one of the participants is the
show, the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission. The reason why we are participating in the show this particular year is to be able to emphasize the central role of doing agriculture and trade in an ethical way. The theme for the show this year is promoting climate-smart agriculture and trade initiatives for sustainable economic development. The truth of the matter is, trade and agriculture require inputs, so that you can be able to get the desired outputs. And if whatever we are bringing into our agricultural practices, our trade practices, whether they are farm inputs in the name of fertilizers, byproducts, if we don't consider doing business, whether it's agricultural or whatever manufacturing, ethically, bring in quality standard products, then we are sort of saying our decisions that are unethical are going to grossly impact our future. And therefore, if we don't do that, then we are destroying the competitiveness of Kenya as a nation. So as a commission, our interest is how do farmers, how do traders in Kenya make or do their business, do agriculture ethically, right from the value, I would say, through the value chain process. How do they ensure that their inputs, their outputs, and their products are safe, are done in an ethical manner? So we want to emphasize the need to do everything ethically. And ethics here means making a right decision all the time, even if there is no law that is requiring you to do the same.
There have been cases of fake seeds in parts of Trans Nzoia and the larger Rift Valley province. That's our main maize growing areas. Have you gotten complaints from farmers, and have you made arrests so far?
Thank you. Just as a reminder, last week we were in an SK show, an exhibition for farmers cooperatives in Eldoret University in Eldoret Town. And one of the things that we did was to encounter farmers, talk to them, and such complaints did arise. Now what we do is, whenever such complaints arise, we are also in contact with the relevant agencies that deal with farm inputs. We are able to refer farmers to such kind of agencies. But wherever any farmer thinks there are cases of bribery, there are cases of unethical practices by people that sell farm inputs, whether they are farm fertilizers, farm seeds, or whatever it is, they are so allowed to make reports to us. And as a commission, where there are verifiable cases of corruption, cases of bribery, we promise to take action. And where we can refer them to respective government agencies that are responsible, will equally do the same.
Have you made arrests so far in concern with the Cherangani issue?
It's not that I'll not be able to confirm now, but I know there are cases we are actively investigating. When that is complete, then we shall be able to confirm.
Maybe what can you tell the farmers maybe to look out for as we wait for the short rains in terms of fake seeds and fake fertilizer?
Our urge to the farmers to avoid shortcuts. Whenever you go for what is cheap but is substandard, then that means even the output, your farm produce, will be substandard. And remember, Kenya relies on agriculture, and we are basically relying on rain-fed agriculture. And our farm produce would not be of high quality, would not be to the expected standards if our inputs are substandard. So we are requesting farmers to buy farm inputs from people that are authorized resellers, preferably authorized by government agencies. And whenever you meet cases of people that would want to sell you farm produce that are not substandard, could you be able to make such reports, not only to the commission, but to the responsible government agencies? And where you feel somebody is selling you farm produce at a price that is not recommended, that is substandard, kindly, and somebody demands a bribe, let us know and we'll take the utmost action.
And we, as an agency, are you increasing maybe surveillance, especially now that farmers are starting the planting season for the short rains?
Well, we do all that we can to ensure that everything that happens within our trade and agricultural practices are right. And in terms of just ensuring that the farmers and every other business person is safe in Kenya, we are trying as much as possible to open our lines through our 11 regional offices and the 47 desks at our Duma centers, so that in any case you feel there's a practice that is not right, there's somebody seeking to take advantage of you, you are in a position to reach to us as a commission. Also, our lines are open. You can be able to get in touch with us, and whenever you think you need help, please, we're just a phone call away. Either anonymously or through, you can identify yourself. We promise to take necessary action.
Thank you very much, Ben Troy from the Broadcasting House. We will be updating you on events here, and also we are waiting on the President's speech, which will also give a briefing in our subsequent bulletin. Back to you, Ben Troy.
Thank you. That has been Benson Rioba, our business reporter there, engaging Solomon Atela, a senior officer at EACC in charge of education and public awareness there. And they have zeroed in on farmers and traders at their stands at the Jamhuri Park during the Nairobi Trade Fair, where they are engaging farmers to ensure that they engage in trade and also farming ethically. Also noting that farmers should also avoid shortcuts in terms of farm implements as we line up for the next planting season. We'll be bringing you a more loaded report in a subsequent bulletin, remembering that the head of state, President William Ruto, is also gracing the event today, and as soon as he makes his public address, we will be crossing over to the Jamhuri Park.